So the overall market is in a little bit of a pullback, and Luna Classic on the 7-day is actually up about 2.5%, but on the day it's down, on the month it's down. So I want to give you my opinion on Luna Classic, the price action, where I think it might go next, and of course the overall market. So you're going to get everything you need in this video, and let's jump straight into it. So looking at Luna Classic's price, up on the week 2.4%, on the day, like I said, it is down almost 2%, and on the month it is down 32%. Now, like I've been saying on this channel for a long time, we have been focusing on Luna Classic. We've been focusing on the ups and the downs, and again we are in this down period. Basically, buying in these periods of red and taking profits when we get euphoria has played in perfectly every time. Now, one thing that's worrying on the yearly chart here is our second pump was actually smaller than the initial pump. So this is something you need to pay attention to. A lot of people think that Terra Luna Classic will be going to $1 one day, and as you know, I don't really think this is going to happen. But at a $600 million market cap still, after all the trouble it had, I do believe that the community behind Luna Classic does have the ability to push this up, and there is still an opportunity here to make money. On the volume for the 24 hours, we are at 33 million for the day, which is still a significant amount. If we look at the overall markets, they are also down. Slightly less than Luna Classic, but in and around the same mark. Meme coins seem to be going down quite a lot. There does seem to be some whale activity moving out of meme coins as we speak. So this is something to be paying attention to, which does kind of indicate one thing, and that's that retail sentiment is moving away from crypto. We can see this again in the Google Trends, and it's my belief that when this starts to pump again, which I believe it will, we will see the meme coins pump, and we will see the lights of things like Luna Classic pumping. Now, I'm not here to tell you that Luna Classic is a meme coin. Of course it's not, but it does sit in the realm of meme and hype communities. These meme and hype communities come in more, there is more veracity in the market when there is retail FOMO in the market. Right now gives us an opportunity to accumulate the coins that we believe in. We can see Solana is down significantly from the highs it saw. Same with XRP, which has done basically nothing, but the Shiba Inus and all of those coins, like Luna Classic included, do show us some opportunity now. Now, I'm not here to tell you that it's time to buy any of these, but it's my belief still that we are going to continue to see these sorts of price movements. So if you're accumulating in times of pain, when everyone thinks crypto is dead, when Luna Classic is dead, and then just simply taking some profits on these pumps, that's how I believe we make the most amount of money with Luna Classic. And that way, whether or not it goes to $1, doesn't really change the fact that we can make profits. Now, in order to understand what might happen next with Luna Classic, we need to understand what's going on in the market. So it seems as though the cryptocurrency markets will not stop going down, but there is one blaringly obvious thing that is going on that no one seems to be paying attention to. 23%, 20%, 22%, 21%, and 19% corrections. Each one of these corrections, people told you it was over. So these are the points you need to remember. What happened after these corrections? Directly after. These are the opportunities, and the difference is between the people who take advantage of the opportunities and the people who complain and whinge and moan on the internet. Don't be those people. Don't be the kind of person who comments on anyone's videos on the internet getting angry at the current market condition. It's worrying how many, actually it's not worrying at all, it's completely normal how many comments there are hating on myself personally, hating on the cryptocurrency markets, hating on particular cryptocurrencies. It's normal, but guys, if you're one of those people who is about to comment something on this video, think about what you're saying. We are currently in a correction in the market. Most crypto, even Bitcoin, is down. These are the opportunities you need to take advantage of. So move your emotions aside, look at the history, and decide what you're going to do. With that said, today's show is jam-packed with information. BlackRock is currently kind of in it. We also have the Ethereum ETF and news around that, and we have tons of huge opportunities, and we're going to be pinpointing some very interesting cryptos that you guys should probably be checking out. Now, which chart is this? This is the S&P 500. Since the very end of March, we can see something interesting happening, right? A big correction. 5.9% in the S&P 500 is actually very significant. This is a big pullback for the market. Right? Still, the majority of the market want to claim that the S&P 500 and the overall markets is not connected to Bitcoin and crypto. But just look at this, all right? The 1st of April. That was when we hit all-time high, essentially, for the S&P 500. Now let's look at Bitcoin. Since exactly then, we dropped 16%, and right now, 11%. So, is it a coincidence that the S&P 500 drops and then Bitcoin also drops? I think not. I think they are correlated. They are still correlated, and they are even more correlated now because of the ETFs. That's just, it's pure and simple. It's in the charts, right? With that said, what's going on right now? A reversal. The S&P 500 has bounced 2.9% from the lows it made. Bitcoin is yet to really make a substantial push upwards, and because of the S&P 500, I actually think it's likely that what we're seeing play out right now is actually the start of an uptrend. So we go here, this is our low, right? We push upwards, we make a new high, and hopefully right now we're putting in a higher low. So the start of a new uptrend. Now, of course, we could lose this. We could lose this point here of 59K and drop downwards. Of course, you know my bear case scenario here is if we do lose this $59,000 region here, that we can go to as low as 52,000. I don't really see us dropping below this region here, right? This accumulation phase of Bitcoin, but of course, anything is on the cards. But this is kind of the scenario that I'm seeing. Even now, we do bounce here around the 62,000, very strong level of support. That is a higher low. You can see we actually came up to retest what was our ascending support, which is now our resistance. We came down, we're going to retest around this $62,000 region, and then hopefully push upwards and eventually break this resistance. Now, if we do lose this, of course, we can go lower. There are other things happening as well on the technicals that are, in my opinion, actually very bullish if you zoom out, you relax, and you have patience. Couple of things here. We got the greed and fear index, or the fear and greed index, depending on how dyslexic you are when you read it, is at a 69, right? We're actually going to fall down now away from greed if this continues. This is good. This is good for our accumulation phase. So if you are buying altcoins, this is potentially good. If you are buying Bitcoin, this is also potentially good. So if you are looking for a place to make the best of this volatility, I am partnered here on the channel with CoinW. Now with CoinW, you can get up to $30,000 worth of USDT bonuses. And if you do sign up using my link, you get completely free access to a trading group where there are professional traders providing you signals each and every day. On top of those signals, there are market insights and support. So this is a completely free service that CoinW has joined with this channel to provide you guys. So along with the $30,000 deposit bonus, along with the fact that you can buy and trade a ton of cryptos, you can also trade on the futures market. You will get access completely free to this group. So the links are down there in the description. Now, on top of that, huge thing that of course we've been watching, both the levels I'm watching closely, remember, correlate with our liquidations. Like I told you, 50 to 52,000 here between this consolidation phase, and up here, our higher regions correlate to what is going on in the liquidations, the futures market. So right here at 71,000, we start big short liquidations, and right there at around the $50,000 to $51,500, we start the long liquidations. Okay, so if we look at this chart, there is an absolutely insane $10.5 billion of liquidations sitting at the price of 74,000. So this is a cumulative short liquidations. It doesn't just hit all there. This is from where we are now to 74,000, 1 or 200. Now, what's insane about this is the old all-time high is about 73,700. So just a couple of $100 higher than that, we will have from here to there one of the biggest short liquidations we've ever seen. This is powerful enough to push the market up significantly. And I personally think this is the more likely scenario to happen, right? The whole market currently, the majority of the market currently is short. They continue to go short as the price goes down, okay? Right now, this is not the time that I would be shorting. If I wanted to short, I would have tried to short up here. I would rather wait for this to either wick down, get involved in a long or add to my long positions, and again, wait down to here and again, long this market. I'm biased towards longing in what I consider a bull market. But these liquidations are very important to watch. And this is a huge amount, right? 10.5 billion just waiting on the market to be liquidated. Now, if we look at a little bit more news, right? BlackRock had 0 inflows again today. They hold 275,000 Bitcoin. It looks like BlackRock are pretty much fucking it, right? Or are they just not declaring their inflows because they're so low, right? The ins and the outflows. We talked about this on the channel before. If they're not big enough, they basically just don't declare them because it's not worth their time, which is kind of funny. But guys, you have to imagine, right? The ETF holders and the ETF buyers and the ETF sellers are all normal people. There are some institutions, there are some fund managers, there are some whatevers, whales, but there are also normal people. When the market goes down, normal people don't want to buy. They want to buy when the market goes up. That's how normal retail trade. We are not normal retail. We buy in blood and we sell in euphoria, but normal retail buy in euphoria and sell in the blood. People buy BlackRock's ETF in euphoria, just like we've been seeing. The market was in euphoria. That's when the most amount of buying was happening. Now the market is scared. There is 0 inflows. Okay, so keep that in mind. When the market goes back up, the inflows will go back up. My opinion, but I do think that's going to happen, right? With that said, we also have the ETF, Ethereum's ETF. Now, the price of Ethereum keeps going down. I believe we are in this bull flag, but it can get significantly worse and stay in the bull flag. $2,400 for Ethereum is possible in this. But I think that, and hear me out, last time, retail managed to front run the Bitcoin ETF. This time, everyone is convinced that the Ethereum ETF now is actually not going to happen. Like they're just not going to do it, which is nonsense. They probably are going to do it. And they want you to believe that they're not. So who? The master manipulators can buy as much Ethereum as possible. Maybe that's the case. Maybe it's not. But that's what I believe. And that's why I'm still holding a ton of Ethereum. And I am actually adding to my Ethereum bags because this could be one of our last opportunities. There are a ton of people that think we're going to $10,000 at least for Ethereum. So around what? A 4x from where we sit today. That is the kind of move that I am happy to put a ton of money into. I don't put this sort of money into meme coins. As you know, I mess around with degen opportunities all the time. I don't put this sort of money into meme coins. I put this sort of money into places that I believe have a high chance of doing a 4x. This is medium risk, high reward in my opinion. I think that's going to happen. I think the ETF is going to come and I think Ethereum is going to go crazy. And all of this will mean that altcoins will go crazy once again. Today we're seeing an okay day with altcoins, but because the overall market is sitting where it is today, we have an opportunity on our hands. So I want to shine a spotlight on some opportunities that I am either personally investing into, accumulating, or simply holding, or having a good look at in case the opportunity arises for me to jump in. Now, first of all, we have SolarX. We actually spoke to one of the team members of SolarX here on the channel, and they are going into their public sale on the 3rd of May over on Tencent. I think this is a big opportunity, guys. If you like what they're doing, what they're doing is tokenizing crypto mining, where the SolarX cloud mining platform is designed to not only revolutionize how individuals engage with SolarX mining rigs, but also to serve as a utility for the SolarX token by integrating the convenience of fractionalized mining investment with the reliability of blockchain. And they are creating technology to actually create off-grid mining operations and generate passive income using that. So if you do want to check them out, I'll leave a link to all of the projects that I'm speaking about down there in the description. They are going live on Tencent, which is a launchpad that we have spoken about in depth on this channel. With the pullbacks of the current market, there are some huge opportunities in the launchpads. We're going to discuss a couple of launchpads that I'm seeing as a massive opportunity in just a second. But second of all, we have XSwap. Now, we've spoken about XSwap before. I am an investor into XSwap. I think this is going to do pretty well. They have their Fjord Foundry listing happening right now as we speak. Again, the links will be down there in the description, and full transparency, I am an investor and holder into these projects. All right, get that into your head. I make YouTube videos about the market and my investments. Okay, so understand that. But Other projects that we've had on this channel, like Emerald, like VMIN, that have launched on Fjord, have done incredibly well. Now, sometimes they don't do incredibly well right away. They actually have a pullback, which gives you another opportunity. But both of those projects that we've been watching have done incredibly well and have listed in exactly this fashion. So XSwap is a very interesting project. Again, the first cross-chain swaps protocol powered by Chainlink's CCIP. And XSwap takes the center stage, promising fluid cross-chain liquidity movements. So again, another big project that I think is going to really help in the world of crypto is live currently. If you guys do want to partake in it, go and research how these listings work, because it's not quite the same as a normal Launchpad. So do go and research that. And if you do want to check them out, the links to their Twitter will be down there in the description. And as you can see, they have over 70,000 followers already, with some of the biggest names in this space following them. Now, like I said, Launchpads are providing us a pretty big opportunity here. So as you know, I bought Tencent live on this channel and I staked them, and now I have access to all of the launches that happen on Tencent. Every time it pulls back, this is providing an opportunity if you do want to get involved in Tencent's launches. Now, there are two other Launchpads that I frequently talk about on this channel, one being DAOmaker, the other being Seedify, and both of these are in a huge pullback this month. The overall market is down, and these projects are giving you the opportunity to get their tokens after everyone got super euphoric. So down 50% almost on the month for DAOmaker, and down on the month 40% for Seedify. It's my belief that the bull market is going to reignite. We are going to make new all-time highs, and Launchpads are going to provide some insane amounts of value. So right now, you have the opportunity to get in. If you started seeing my videos or other people's videos talking about these Launchpads in the euphoric stage, I would have said to you, like I always do, wait for your opportune moment. Now is potentially an opportune moment. It could go lower. I'm not telling you to buy right now. This is never an endorsement to buy anything. What I am telling you is we have blood in the market. In history, when there is blood in the market, but we continue in a bull market, we print money. Now, there's two arguments. Of course, we may not be continuing in the bull market. We may turn from here and we may head into a short-term bear market, which I believe will come out of pretty soon, but it is possible. So be prepared for that. I always simply dollar cost average. Even if I think it is a perfect opportunity, I still dollar cost average. I'll break my buys up into days, weeks, months, so I can get the best possible opportunities if the price goes down, but I also have access to the upside if the price goes up. With that said, guys, I do hope I provided you some value on this Saturday morning. If I did, just comment down. If I did and you made it this far in the video, you guys are really awesome, because a ton of you always comment and I really appreciate each and every one of you. I genuinely read each and every one of those comments. So if you do want to comment down there and just say happy Saturday, I'll know you made it this far. And I really do appreciate each and every one of you who decide to do that. And hopefully I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.